Finished up night 2 of SummerSlam. Zach, are you just happy it's over?
Maz and Satcast, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Night 2 of SummerSlam. Yeah, probably at this point. Just like all of these 2-day weekends, they're so long. And I'm not saying I'm not happy, but it was exhausting. Yeah, it's good that it's done.
Another hour later than last night, too. I think last night we started at like 9:20 or something. Tonight it's
That's what time it
10:22.
is now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
they went the full 4 hours tonight. Last night it was probably like a half an hour longer overall.
Yeah, maybe.
But the that's obviously all for the Cena entrance or the Cody entrance, the Cena entrance, the crowd stops, the hour-long match that they put on, and then the wait for all the after effects.
Yeah, and don't forget those commercials. Slim Jim definitely got their money's worth tonight.
I'd say so.
Good lord. The show opened with the two ladies singing "God Bless America."
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they were multi-platinum. Blah blah blah. They
Mm-hmm.
did a. Why didn't they have two microphones for Pete's sake?
No idea. It was very weird. Very, very.
Super weird.
Yes. Yes.
All
Yes.
right. The first match on the docket: Naomi defending against Rhea and Io in a triple threat for the Women's World Championship.
Yep.
You seem so excited.
No, I mean, like, it's a typical thing. Like, I can't really go back and remember how I felt when this match came on because I was actually really excited for it. But with everything we've gotten tonight, I don't even know how to go
Process.
back to this match. To be honest, uh, the first three. The first okay, so they okay, I'm just gonna sum up the show for me right now. The They did very similar to last night. They took us on the roller coaster of they started really hot, they dropped it off, and then they came back up for the best parts. Match one, we got the triple threat, Naomi, Rhea, and Io. Um, Io kind of has a similar thing with Gunther to me where like people really like that she's champion, but or like when she's champion, obviously she's not now, but like she's over, but she doesn't drive the sing-alongs and everything else. She doesn't have that level. But fans really appreciate her for what she does. And tonight, Io Sky was amazing, just absolutely close to flawless. To be honest, like I was just so impressed. I actually thought all three ladies um, did a fantastic job. I thought it was a much better match than I thought it was going to be. Um, because I'm just not buying Naomi as champion. Obviously, I thought she was going to be the first person to, or the first female to Money in the Bank winner to not get the title. That didn't happen. Um, Rhea and Io work really, really well together. Yeah, it's the Fatu love that wins out, but I honestly, like, I'm really having trouble. The last thing I put on this was fantastic match. I think it was at the time. I really thought it was, but right now I'm just kind of like, I'm completely blown up. Like I'm just okay. That ending had me popped. That final match was just, it was so much, dude. It's like that, like you talk about it right after this show to get the instant reactions, but then you got to go all the way back to the beginning when all I really can concentrate on is everything that we saw in that last match right now. But the women did a good job to open the show. So thumbs up.
All
And
right.
Naomi's still champion.
So you're gonna be blown away by this, but I think this is the best match Naomi ever had. She was great. One thing I was going to say last night, we didn't get any special entrances, but Naomi got it tonight with her dad playing the guitar. So that gave it kind of a big show feel right off the bat. Fuck, Io and Rhea work together like so good. It needs to keep going. But Naomi probably needs somebody fresh. It can't be either of those two to see if she really has the goods. But like I said, she was amazing today. I don't even know which way they go. I guess you find out on Raw or SmackDown this week. But yeah, excellent match.
Yeah.
16 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, it was a good start.
They probably should have gone longer, to be honest with you.
They probably could have, honestly. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I'll just leave it at that. But kudos to all three. They were awesome.
Yeah, there were a couple really good spots. I don't know. They they put on a great match, man.
They did.
Like it was a good way to start the show. Again, kudos.
Yes.
But we didn't waste any time. Like when they went to like, so this is why. First of all, I really enjoyed this show. I don't know if I've said that yet. I really enjoyed this tonight. Like I actually did. I don't know that it was the disparity between night 1 and night 2 that like at WrestleMania the last 2 years, but because I think they were a lot more even. Even though tonight was like all gimmick matches, like the pacing and the quality and everything, like they did a good job of balancing the 2 nights, a lot better than I thought on paper that they would have. But the way the matches worked out, the quality, the storytelling, the timing, the nights really evened out pretty well. And I don't know if that's going to be like a hot take or just the run of the mill opinion, but I thought they balanced it pretty well. The 6-man tag, 6-team tag TLC. How do you even say it? 12-man tag team TLC. Like,
6 team. Yeah.
I don't even know where to go with this. I didn't know if I didn't expect much from this. I kind of like was like, okay, this is going to be a spot monkey, whatever. But as they were introducing the teams, I was like, wow, this is like these are there's a lot of technicians in here. There's a lot of guys that like do really good stuff. A lot of mid-carders. The teams are all pretty solid. They went by team names for the most part, except for Rey Fenix and Andrade, which, by the way, they need to be a team and they need to get a name and they need to put an entrance together. They're high energy. Be good for both of them. This match actually impressed me. If I'm being honest, they set it up really well with how many dudes they have. in the ring at any given time. I still love DIY so much. I don't want to turn this into a gush fest on them, but Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa are still like just absolute workhorses. Just absolute workhorses. If they had
The
a quiet moment in the match, you knew they were going to run up the ladder and then take a bump somewhere.
the fucking music is atrocious.
Yeah, yeah. But
Atrocious.
dude, we've talked about that about so many people at this point. Like it's not like the music right now is a real problem. It's a real problem for people that are trying to become stars because it's bad and it's generic, and then they change it so often because it doesn't work. And it's like, when do you find music that's going to be your signature, right? Like, it's not working well. um Hey, what'd you think about the spot where Gacy missed the ladder completely, and then Montez got him out from outside the ring,
Brought him
brought him
back
back
in to
in?
redo it.
Yeah. What'd you think about that?
I felt like I was watching the wrong show at that point.
Like maybe AEW pulled the bait and switch on you.
Mm. Yeah, it was so bizarre. Like, so the match started, they introduced the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys first. And I was just like, I sent you the message. I was like, oh, this is a definite shot at AEW because Edge and Christian are there.
Yeah, I looked at my boys. I was like, "Oh, where's Edge and Christian?"
Yeah. The Dudley Boys are wrestling the Hardy Boys at TNA Bound for Glory. God, Jesus Christ.
It's a spectacle for TNA. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, they're putting over
seats. Yeah.
Yeah. This match is the most articulate train wreck they have ever put on. It really made like the old TLC matches look lame because they did so much. And then you have the outside interference with Candace. Jesus Christ, I don't know how she's alive.
How about that bump Candace took, man?
Jesus Christ.
She's such a trooper. Like she doesn't get nearly enough. I don't think people understand how long Candace has been doing this and what Candace has gone through to be at this spot and keep hanging around, like keep doing shit like this. And that bump, I was like, yeah, that's Candace. They're like, hey, who wants to take a bump? Candace was like, I'll do it. Like, let's go.
She probably saved her job by doing that.
Oh yeah,
they can't fire her now. B-Fab kind of botched her spot, and
go figure. By the way,
Nikki was kind of held accountable. It felt like by doing that, but it was just spot after spot. I think I counted 9 tables were gone through. Did you see when they double stacked the tables and they had notches dots cut out? Like, so the tables don't move.
I actually got into an argument with one of my boys about that because I was like, oh, that is just so hacky. Like, what are we doing? And he's like, oh, like they want to be safe and people know it's their, whatever. I'm like, dude, that's too far. Like, I don't care that it's got giant Slim Jim stickers on it. Having notches cut out for you to stack them up, that's going too far. Dude, how many tables were run through in this entire show? Like there was like a whole banquet hall got destroyed over the course.
It had to be 20. And then ladders on top of that. Like, oh fuck. It was WrestleMania or SummerSlam, the gimmick night.
It was a wild night overall. Yeah. Like in retrospect, when we go back and watch it again, like it's gonna be it's crazy. So much crazy shit. happened. And in this match, I mean, they fucking piled it on. They absolutely piled it on. But I loved every second of it. And I thought there were some decent like moments in the match overall. The ending got a little sloppy. I don't necessarily understand how the Wyatt Six get to be whoever the fuck they want to be, but then it had to be Gacy that went up and got the titles. Like, I didn't necessarily understand that. If you're going to play the game of the Wyatt Six win, if any of them get it, just have Howdy get it and make that the gimmick. But it is what it is. I don't really think that. First of all, I don't mind Gacy. I'm not big of a big fan of him, but Dexter Loomis, I want to be successful. He didn't really get much time. Like for that match, I mean, when you tear it apart, I don't think they're just not there during the match. Like, and that's okay. But Montez did great. Of course, he did great. DIY did fucking amazing. Even Motor City Machine Guns did some cool shit. Fraxium looks a little not on the level, in my opinion. But it was
athletically they are.
Yeah. It was an entertaining match, and it had the crowd out of their seats the entire time. Like that's the thing, the first match was really good. They put on a hell of a wrestling match and got the crowd in it and everything. This match popped the crowd completely. And then, so obviously, I think I already said it. Obviously, Wyatt Six retain here, I guess, right? They retain. It was their championship. But then the next two matches, the stipulations are more of that grindy down, beat you up. We're both going to lay on the mat kind of stipulations to slow it back down. Lyra and Becky. What did you think about Lyra not coming down with feathers? Because that was like the first, like, I didn't enjoy that. Why didn't Lyra have her feathers?
Because it's a no DQ. So she's gotta,
Whoa. Hi there, Bubba.
Hey, Dave.
Trying to show a little bit more than we I can get us in trouble here.
The money shot, yeah.
Yeah.
This fucking match. Lord help us. I said the first match could have gone longer. Okay.
Yeah.
This match could have gone way shorter. They used way too many gimmicks.
Oh my god, it was like, let's play with toys.
And then she gets zip tied. She gets out of it. She puts herself back in it. They use the chain. She adjusts the chain so it goes in her mouth. Like, if you can't do the shit, don't do the shit.
Yep.
And then it fucking went forever.
Yeah. This is the least impressed with Lyra I've been after one of her matches. Like, this was...
I'm not...
it wasn't her fault.
No. It was just the way that the match was set up.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a blow off. It's supposed to be what it is. I didn't feel like it did anything good for Lyra in the end. Like, and obviously now she has to walk away from all of this.
Thank God we don't see it again.
And Becky, I mean, I don't know if Bailey, like, I don't understand the logic of Becky and Bailey fighting over a mid card title. Like, it just doesn't make sense. But here, this is where we are, like, yeah, I mean, maybe I don't know what the story is though, right? Like, is it really just
it's that Becky knocked Bailey out of WrestleMania.
Okay.
So
But why
that's
does it? But you can have that without having the belt. Like you can have
right.
that without the Intercontinental belt being involved. You know. Um. Yeah, I don't really. I'd love to talk about this match, but like more like it was something good and added to the show. But this is really the letdown of the night. It is what it is. The rest of the night was pretty freaking good. So, it's not like it was what it was meant to be. I think you're right about the gimmicks though. I think when you overdo it and it doesn't feel natural and you're having to adjust into things and yeah, I'm with you on that. I have a problem in the next match because of that, to be perfectly honest. But before we get there, Bailey, like Bailey came out of the
The
wherever she
crowd.
was ringside, yeah, and I was just like, whoa, hey Bailey, god damn, like she Bailey has grown into a different role as she's adjusted. She still doesn't fit in anywhere, in my opinion. And again, I don't like her here. I don't like Becky here. I don't like them here anymore. When it was really just about elevating Lyra and moving her forward, I was like, okay, this is great. But that doesn't seem to be what it's about. This really does seem to be about Becky. Like there's something like this is Becky's run with a mid card belt. I,
This
I
tonight totally devalued Lyra.
yeah.
She took an ass beating, getting hit with the kendo stick 85 times.
Oh, dude, when she was hanging from the ring post.
It's taking them
Oh,
with that again.
borderline fetish stuff there, by the way.
Yeah,
Like it's a borderline fetish.
like if you look at this match as a whole, you chop it down to maybe 15 instead of 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
But then to have Bailey come out and cost Lyra the match, it just doesn't do anything at all. Like Lyra got pissed. She got pissed on tonight, and it's not good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call it the carrying cross treatment because I don't think it's
No,
that bad for her, but it definitely was a kick in the face. Like
it
I feel that way for sure. Did a lot of
yeah,
damage to her.
it definitely did a lot of damage. I
May
mean
have
that
been the only person that took damage to their character, like their overall thing. She may be the only one tonight, honestly. Unless you
her
say
and
Becky. Oh well,
BFAB.
BFAB. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
But that was such a small moment that
yeah.
it won't have any big repercussions. But everybody else came off like pretty good tonight. Maybe hold up.
Yeah.
There may be some Tongas or some Toas or some Loas that look like clowns tonight. Maybe a Mateo in there.
Definitely a Mateo.
Okay, uh, as we're getting to it, the fourth match of the night, Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match, as Adam so eloquently put it. Solo Sikoa has a great presence. Like his entrance, like for being simple and straightforward, like Solo kind of reminds me of like Taz or some like someone like that, maybe Perry Saturn a little bit, but like obviously not the build. I'm just saying like the intimidation factor, the entrance and everything. Like obviously his out of ring character is much more of like this mob boss, like kind of hardcore weird guy, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, from the moment the cameras hit him when he's doing his entrance and he's got the towel on his head, he has that intimidating over the, like, scary, heavy presence. But then over the course of the match, he's kind of like a cheat coward. Like, he doesn't play the powerhouse. And I understand that Jacob in this context is the crazy powerhouse guy, but like, they're the same size. Like, it just, I don't know. I kind of wish he wasn't playing the scared heel. Like, I wish he was playing a little bit more of like a punishing heel, Um,
Yeah.
we don't say enough. We already say more than enough about Jacob Fatu. We love him. We've loved him since, for like, before he was here. But this wasn't the best match for him either.
It was a stupid fucking gimmick to do the way that this match was laid out.
Okay.
In the 80s, the 70s, if you want to go back that far, the steel cage was to keep all the interference out. And of course, that this bullshit is going to happen, but it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Julie was cooking dinner, Sunday dinner on Mike Ribs. Check it out if you haven't already.
Check it out.
But I will say this about Solo and this group. I saw on the internet that they arrived together at the airport, as a talent, and they fucking surrounded Tiffy so that all those idiot ass people that wait at the airports for them can't get to them. So they had two on each side and front and back of Tiffy going through the airport. So they get my ultimate respect for that.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely.
You are 100.
Also, hold on. If you're one of those people, don't be those people. Don't be that guy, dude. They're human beings. Let them fucking live, bro.
Did you see the fucking guy cussing out Punk last night as he was walking to the back because he wouldn't sign his fucking card?
I didn't.
Oh my fucking Lord.
That's the way to make Punk lose his shit too. He hates that shit.
But anyways, back to Solo.
Yes.
You are 100% correct. They have booked him and billed him as a chicken shit heel.
Mm-hmm.
When for like the last 3 years of him doing jobs, he was the executioner. Mm-hmm. He'd come in and hit people with the spike. Now he's a chicken shit heel, and it's just off-putting. This whole match kind of set up War Games, if you look at it that way.
That's exactly what I was saying, dude. And it was just so obvious. And it's like, okay, so they're gonna get a third War Games. This will be their third, right? With the
bloodline.
Like, so it'll be the bloodline essentially. Because I mean, who are they gonna get? They're gonna get, obviously, Big Jim's gonna be part of it, which means it's probably gonna be Jay and Roman.
Roman's going away, so it might not be.
Okay, but Sami Zayn.
Yeah, probably.
I'm so over him, dude. I didn't really like. I was in such a weird place last night. I just wanted to talk about Karrion, and that's really all we covered on that match. But while I'm thinking about it right now, like, I am 100% over Sami Zayn, and I don't understand why crowds still react to him at all. He serves absolutely no purpose, and he is nobody on the roster. Like, it's, I don't get it. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's yeah. So Fatu though, I want to know what happened with the handcuffs. That's what I want to know. I want to know what happened with the handcuffs.
How he just went and they came off.
Yeah, but they didn't even show it. Like, they weren't, like, during the match, you see him up there cuffed, and he's like trying to do it or whatever. And then they cut to Solo, and
They
then
showed
you
it.
just see Jacob fly at him. Well, they showed it in a replay.
Yeah, Michael Cole was like, "Oh, we got exclusive footage on how Jacob got
Yeah,
out of this," because
yeah.
they were backtracking as to something happened that wasn't supposed to happen, probably, and they had
Again,
to
when you're
explain
messing
it.
with gimmicks, the more
Every
gimmicks you put in, the more likely you're gonna have
right.
shit like this that doesn't work.
So when I saw that the way that that cage was set up, it was similar with the plates in the corner. And I was like, he's gonna do a backflip off of or a
Mm-hmm.
moonsault off of that. And
Yeah.
then they started messing with the door, and I was like, they're doing the Von Erich spot from
Mm-hmm.
Kerry, Michael Hayes, and Ric Flair.
Yep.
And sure as shit they did.
And then the moonsault comes after the match is over.
Of course it did, so he could get his heat back because he didn't win.
Yeah. And
So the way that they laid this out, they made the big man look like he's the enforcer of all enforcers.
mm-hmm.
They made JC Mateo and which one? Tamatonga look
Mm-hmm.
like two
Tongaloa, I
fucking
think, was
Tongaloa. They look
yeah.
like absolute fucking jobbers.
Oh, absolutely. Nothing short of Job Squad goons that like local heroes. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't like this either. I liked this a little bit more than the women's match, the
yeah.
championship match, but it went shorter. I'm glad they kept it a little bit tight. They kept it tight, and
12 minutes, 40 seconds.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they're people that people want to see. You put them on the card. I'm sure there are plenty of people that were super excited for this match going in. You get the match. It's not great, but you get to job out two of the guys in this fucking faction, make them look like clowns, and to their chicken shit heel. It's like, yeah, this is not a good stable. I don't know if they even make it to War Games as a threat. I mean, who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe they do, but with the dumb name, the MFTs or whatever, good God, dude. And they had that as the graphic on the screen and stuff like that. Like, it's so fabricated and feels so phony and like cheesy. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it's very lame. I don't like let them just be wrestlers and be kind of crazy. Let them be unhinged. Let them be who they are with their heritage and everything else. These weird forced things that they do with them, it kills them. We're not in a good space for that. I think like, it just doesn't work the same way. I did like the wolf mask though, the werewolf
Awesome.
mask. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So that leads me to think that he is going to fight Cody at some point because they're both nightmares, American versus
Mm-hmm.
a Samoan.
Mm-hmm.
But the mask is awesome.
My wife says I'm a nightmare.
Good. You're a heel. Jeff Cobb really has to be regretting that he signed with them because it's been the drizzling shits for 3 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like if they go to War Games this way, like who even cares that these fucking guys are involved?
Exactly.
Jeff Cobb.
So they've got some work to do, but I know that on the weekly shows they're a much bigger deal, right? So you got to take the PLE for the PLE, and then the shows like they build them up a little bit different, put more into them. You get whatever, but are you ready to move on to the show picking back up? Are you ready to fly right into AJ?
No, I have
Yeah.
one more insight.
Okay, let's hear it.
Right now, Jacob or Braun Breaker will be winning the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Now we can move on.
So I saw the video that you were talking about with Braun walking behind the stage where they see him limping off. Yeah, I did see that. So
And
hopefully
did you
it's
go back and watch and see that his knee was completely wrapped when he came out at the end last night?
no.
Okay. You'll
Dude,
see it, I'm sure.
yeah. Um okay, so match 5. Um the build up for this match was pretty great, to be honest. I don't know if you paid attention to the package or watched any of the show, but AJ was hilarious throughout this whole thing, kind of stalking Dominic and kind of messing with him mentally. It was good shit, good TV, very entertaining. I was very much looking forward to this match, and I don't know how you feel about it, but I thought this was amazing. I thought AJ looked great. Dom kept up like really, really well. There were some amazing spots, and the Eddie love was at its peak in this one. They definitely paid a lot of love towards Eddie tonight. Um, I do think that AJ really needed the win, so I don't know what happens with AJ Styles going forward. But Dom continues his ascent. I mean, he just continues to,
The people, he's got the people behind him too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he is probably the number one most hated person. I'm not saying like over as a heel or a baby face or whatever. Like people legitimately, he had go away heat as a baby face 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now he is probably the number 3 heel and the number 8 baby face all at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. And it's effortless. It appears effortless, at least. Like he's doing just amazing work. And I don't there's not really much to break out. This was just a really good wrestling match. Like they did some good spots. The chairs that like they went all out too. They when they did the gimmick where he took the chair, hit it, and then threw it at him while the ref was turned. AJ puts it over his head, and oh my god, dude, just rolling on the floor.
Pop.
Yeah, I mean that's the entertainment value, right? Like that's one of the things we come for. It wasn't like comedy. It was, and then they did the boot gimmick, which AJ kind of struggled with. It's
Getting it
kind
off.
of
Well, Dom, I
yeah.
don't think Dom got the zipper all the way down. I think is what
Okay.
happened. I
Okay.
think it got jammed on some of the fur. But
Okay.
my observation of this match is Dom didn't miss a spot. AJ missed like 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
He went for the forearm, got caught up in the ropes on the way back. Dom's shit was perfect. Good for Dom.
The frog splash, he covered like he covered such a great distance. Like it was yeah, he I don't know what to say. Dom's still on his way, and there's really not, you can't really deny it at this point. It's not like, oh yeah, but, or it's not like with LA Knight where it's like, yeah, but he's this, or yeah, but he's that. He's just, he's doing the work, and he looks great doing it, and he kind of surprises you. You look at him, you don't necessarily see it. He doesn't just exude it. AJ came out with his I've been gone for a while body and looked fantastic. And then there's Dom just looking like a dude. But for what he does, he just does it so well. I kind of wish he'd stop doing the 619 because he's just too tall for it. But at the same time, he's a Mysterio. He's going to keep doing it. I kind of made a joke that Roxanne Perez has like the absolute perfect 619 at this point. Like she hits it perfect, but
She's
she
4'8".
also, yeah, she's also just, bouncing off the bottom rope with her butt to get
Yeah.
spring loaded, like just absolute wild. Roxanne Perez, love her. Yeah, okay. I mean, I've got nothing bad to say about this match. Again, looked great. It was a lot of fun.
You are right though. AJ should have gone over.
Yeah,
And then Dom could have got his heat back by winning the Triple Mania mega title, whatever the fuck it is, in 2 weeks.
yeah, yeah, and I kind of wanted that to happen too. I'm guessing it doesn't, but whatever. Um, so we definitely rushed through this comparatively to last night, but there's a lot to talk about here to get to the main event. So we're just gonna jump right into it. If you have anything out, do you have anything you want to get to before we jump into the main event? Any business you want to cover?
No, because the main event overshadowed the whole fucking card.
John Cena taking on Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. This match would have overshadowed. I mean, it overshadowed both nights, like by a lot, in my opinion.
And WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, yeah. Um, it felt surreal to begin. That like I texted you that it felt surreal. I saw the promo on SmackDown, so I knew that Cena had done the whole, "Hey, I'm gonna be me. I'm not gonna be this bad guy anymore." Um, I kind of figured it set up a turn, not necessarily for Cody. I think a lot of people saw a Cody turn coming. And
It
I think
did.
he played it. And I think he played into it the first like quarter of the match, but it went away. Obviously, that's because all the love was on Cena and all the heat was on him. They like even when you have these passing of the torch babyface matches, the crowd always chooses somebody to root against, even though they love you and support you. It's just it's how it goes. Cody knew after Friday night that he was going to be the one that they were like
Boo.
against. Yeah, like they were going to want Cena. They were going to be behind Cena, especially as soon as his music hits and it's his, his old stuff. Um, and so he played into it, and it kind of kept that story going in your head, like, hey, Cody could go too far, this could be a turn, blah blah blah. And then the other thing was, well, he kind of dissed on The Rock on Friday too, like very specifically saying, I got told that it was going to be a certain way and this is what was going to happen, and they just walked away and left me holding my dick, basically, is what John said, right? Which is what's happened, obviously, because at first I was like, okay, that could be, he could be saying that, but like that could be part of the gimmick, right? But it doesn't seem like it really was. It really at this point seems like this was going to be his biggest match in front of a crowd. I don't know how many more he has left match wise. But I know he's got at least one, more big match, obviously, which we'll get there. But instead of doing the gimmick of I'm the heel and I have to work a heel, he came out and was Super Cena. And I mean, it added so much to this match. I don't know that this looks good or does any of the things that it does if he's still playing the bad guy character with no involvement from The Rock. Like I thought they could do the swerve. They don't do that. Rocky doesn't come out, in case anybody cares. Dwayne stayed
Fuck
away
you.
again. Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
you,
dude.
Dwayne.
I mean, I've been saying it forever, but I think it's gotten to that point where I think a lot of people are going to go that way completely. Like, just I'm done. Like, no more goodwill. But to be fair, as the final boss, doesn't he want I don't know if he's ever going to come back and do anything impactful ever again. I kind of hope he doesn't if this really fell through the way that John sold it, that it fell through. Obviously, that could be a long-term work. It could be a lot of things. But in the end, Cena says he's going to come back as him, and it was magic. Like I don't say that very often, but like it was Hogan Rock.
No,
Like
no,
my god, dude.
No, it wasn't, because that's still on its own. It was good. It was very good. John's best match since Money in the Bank 2011 against Punk. Easily. Far and away easily. John, do you know what, though? This match, it needed color at the end.
I thought so too.
It really did.
So too. But we got that last night, right? And tonight, instead of color, we got a pile driver. We got blood last night, and we got a pile driver tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's not in all the gimmicks tonight, right? You get all the gimmicks tonight. There's no blood, but you got Gunther bleeding after being tripped on a table.
So if you look at it that way, put the whole show as one instead of two.
Mm-hmm.
So they did the blood last night, but they did everything tonight, gimmick wise.
Yep.
Yeah. The fight,
and they did too. They did everything, man.
Everything. Not everything AEW would do, but everything that.
Yeah. There were no 8-inch nails to go into your back and not puncture anything.
The chairs, the Slim Jim tables, the trash can, the barricade, they did everything.
8 AAs. 8 of them.
And how many?
I counted. Many? 2 of them were avalanches. One was through a table. One was through the announce tape. Maybe there was one through a table. There was one through the announce table. Mm-hmm. There was the avalanche. There was the avalanche that was on the walkway, which, by the way, I don't care how cheesy it was when they went under the stage and had to get to, like, when they came up out of the ground, I was like, okay, come on, that's professional wrestling cool right there. Like, that's professional wrestling cool. It might be a little hokey. You gotta be like, okay, but it was professional wrestling cool, in my opinion. They did so much good shit in this match. Like, I was so impressed with how far Cena was able to go. I don't know if you caught it. They talked a lot after the finish.
Yeah.
And the one thing I did catch was Cena telling him, like, I gave you absolutely everything I had. Like, I gave everything. And I believe it. Like, honestly, I believe it at this age and how we've seen him go. Like you said, it was his best match, in your opinion, since 2011. And honestly, like, I really felt like he looked like someone who could still go, which I haven't said that very often, but that's him at like 100%, could not maintain, would not be able to do more than one night. Like, that was it. He emptied the tank. Maybe, but I don't know. We'll see.
So
the leg
John,
drop.
So
the leg drop off the top rope looked painful as fuck.
It did.
Yes.
Go
ahead. Go ahead.
Julie watched this whole match with me. She never watches. We've been watching WWE Uncut on Netflix. So she's kind of into it. Or Unreal, yes, Unreal. So, she loves like Hard Knocks. She
Hmm.
loves like quarterback, and that's structured that way. So
Hmm.
she's kind of like into it right now. She sat through a fucking 40-minute match. She would never, ever in her life do that. Her takeaway after the match was, well, that was good, but then it was fuck. And that she said, quote that on your podcast. Um,
Okay.
but
At what
she's
point was it fucked
Brock.
to her?
Brock.
Okay, because yeah, I mean the match. Okay, so the match to the finish. Yeah.
How
The
many
match to the
crossroads
finish.
did you count? Crossroads?
I didn't count Crossroads. I wished I would have by the end of it. I was
Uh,
counting Cody Cutters, but then like or Cutters, I just put down. But like I lost track of that too. The cutter through the table off the top rope was kind of wild.
yeah,
Didn't necessarily complete it, but like there was some good shit. I just wanted to know how many AAs it was gonna take. I
because
don't
Cody.
mind. I know people like Bully Ray are gonna be bitching about finishers meaning nothing and blah blah blah, but it
That's a
was
WrestleMania match.
yeah, and it's two
That's how it's
dudes
always
that
been.
are proving that they can go all the way. Like we're gonna keep fucking going. We're gonna keep going. Like it's not gonna end yet. It's not gonna end yet. It's not gonna end yet. Um, the no cell false finish was probably like my favorite one. And I don't know. There, fucking Cena kicking out at 2.5 and then getting the Super Cena chance. I love that shit. Like that because back in the day that would be like an insult, but tonight it was like it was praise. And it felt like a good payoff for people like me. Dude, I've never been over on Cena. There have been times where I've been like, hey, we got to recognize him for what he's done, who he is. And I still feel that way. Like he's a great asset to professional wrestling, but I've never liked the Super Cena gimmick. Like I hated him through the PG era. Absolutely hated him. But the people chanting it tonight were doing it as like a reinforcement of, hey, like we may not have liked it then, but we're going to recognize that we understand who you are, what you've done, and this is still pretty great. Like we're getting a Super Cena. That's what we wanted. I wanted Super Cena for at least one more match, man. But I didn't know if John could pull it off. And I thought that's why the heel run was what it was, so that he didn't have to do a Super Cena match because he couldn't fucking do it like physically. And I mean, that's not to shit on the dude, but he has made it very clear that his body is not supporting him doing this anymore, you know?
He's 48 years old.
Yeah, yeah. And he wants to leave at like a respectable level. Like not
Ric
at
Flair.
his best, obviously. Yes, thank you. And many, many, many others, dude. This generation, like not so much, right? Like I think Randy's gonna go very easily to a backstage kind of thing when it's his time, or he's just never gonna give up, and 10 years from now he'll be AEW champion. But like sorry. But this if everything about this felt right to me and felt good. And at least now when Cena does have his last match and dip out, like this will be the match that we think about. I really do think that this run, this end of the like we'll think about him kicking Cody in the balls and when the rock, when Dwayne does one movement, and then we'll think about this. And I think this was a classic. Honestly, I really do. Especially for SummerSlam, I think it goes very, very high automatically in the ranks of SummerSlam matches.
Yeah,
Personally,
it's up there with Brett and Perfect. That's
oh
my.
yeah,
I
mhm.
I put Brett and Perfect above Brett and Bulldog.
Okay,
But That is the gold standard. It is a direct opposite of WrestleMania when Cena gave him
Mhm.
nothing and just
Mhm.
completely shit on Cody.
Yep.
Cena put RVD over at that ECW show. He put Punk over at Money in the Bank 11, and he
Mhm.
put Cody over tonight.
And how
So
many other times do you think that you can honestly say you saw John Cena put somebody over,
those are the
putting
three
him
that
over?
come to
Yeah.
mind. I
Yeah.
mean, he's lost, but
Yeah.
tonight,
Not not put people over though.
right, right. I
Yeah.
mean,
I, I'm
he
I
he
don't
he
go
fucking
ahead.
single-handedly destroyed Nexus. So
Yeah.
9 fucking guys. So
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun to listen to Wade call the match too. I swear to God, you can hear the bitterness in his voice towards John.
yes,
Like, um, and I mean, he was well known. Like he was. That's what he did. He buried people. You know. Um, it wasn't quite the golden sledgehammer, but he,
no,
he did bury people, and he made guys that he was supposed to be working with and putting over as younger talent. He made them, he ran circles around them. And the problem was his wrestling ability, his move set, his skill level in a lot of those instances was not on par with the people that he was burying. It's just he was John Cena. The five moves of doom, right? Like it but tonight, for he took all of that the real or manufactured, 17 titles, I'm the best ever, do it, blah blah blah. He put that all on Cody, and it was, and Cody gave it right back to him too. He made John look fucking
yeah.
amazing. He made John look the best he's looked in, like you said, since 2011, you know. um yeah, I
Him
loved
not
everything
having
about this.
him not having the bald spot really was
Mhm.
a key spot, knowing that
Yeah.
something special was coming.
Yeah. I'm gonna be excited to watch this match again. um I don't know how many things over the last 5 years I've been able to say that about. Like, but I will be excited to watch this match again at some point in the near future. So Cody gets the belt. Cody takes the win. And then obviously he's going to dip out for John to get his flowers, right? So that didn't feel out of the ordinary. I was sitting there thinking, okay, well, we didn't get The Rock. Cody's got the belt back. So John just dropped it, put Cody over, all the things. Like, what the fuck is, like, what does it leave him? Where is he gonna go? What are we gonna do?
So when they were hugging and then they went back to hug and did that, I looked at Julie and I said, Brock. And she goes, What is that? And I said, Brock Lesnar. Uh, so,
What is
and then
that?
I explained like how it happened after WrestleMania 28, and that was
Mm-hmm.
the Brock boom period. I
Mm-hmm.
said, She goes, Well, how do you know this? I said, I was looking at Twitter and somebody said, Look at the WWE website and look at the roster last week, like midweek. I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to spoil it,
Okay.
but they put Brock in the active in the
Oh,
middle of the fucking week.
that's so
So
crazy. They did it to
what?
hide it from people.
But they,
Hide it in plain sight in the middle of the week.
yeah,
Nobody. Well, he had been removed from a lot of stuff for a while, right?
because
Like,
of the
yeah,
Janelle Grant shit. Yeah.
yeah. Um, I don't know if any of that's changed. I don't keep up on it. So I didn't know if we were ever going to have him back. Uh, he is I mean, he doesn't look like Brock Lesnar. Like he doesn't look like when you think of Brock Lesnar. If I say Brock Lesnar and you close your
Crew
eyes
cut.
and I say, imagine Brock Lesnar. This isn't the dude that you envision, and I kind of love it. I don't know what that dude has left in the tank. Like I don't know what this is really what this is about. So I'm interested in where this goes. Honestly, he took forever to come down and built up the tension, got in there, F5'd him, got out, music hit again, and then Cena gets to walk away with the crowd cheering. So everybody gets a moment to perk them back up. And it was awesome, but I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I mean, is Brock Lesnar gonna really be John Cena's last match? Like, what does that do?
No,
Like,
no. My buddy texted me and he said, "So this is it for Cena?" And I said, "No, it's gonna be this is it for title John Cena. He's out of the title picture, and
mhm.
it's just gonna be like the John Cena Open Challenge
Okay,
is what I
okay,
think. And it's not, there's going to be 3 or 4 of like dream opponents.
hmm,
John never got his heat back with Brock. That's what this is. This is going to
okay,
be the end of Brock.
okay.
Because what do you have no other opponent for Brock. He already wrapped up with Cody. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe you do Brock and Gunther
Mm.
after, but
That would be
this,
amazing. I would love to
yeah,
see that.
that's the only
But he doesn't have like the belt's not in that picture anymore because
Seth.
Seth took it and ran away.
But that could be Brock passing the torch to Gunther
Yeah, I mean
and
there's
going
something
away
there. I
for
mean
good.
they brought him back for a reason. I don't
I,
think they brought him back for a cheap pop because they definitely didn't need one here.
well,
Cena
he
like
didn't he
saying
didn't
goodbye
get
at
it either.
SummerSlam.
He didn't get the pop. Everybody was like, "Eh."
I don't know. I didn't get that sense.
I mean, I he didn't get the crazy WrestleMania 28 pop Raw
It's
after.
not. It's gonna be WrestleMania what 33,
No, it's like
32,
WrestleMania 43.
or sorry 43. That's what I meant to
Yeah.
say. Yeah, I mean, so that I get what you're, but I mean, he might have not have a ton of like it might not be the biggest pop now. I think he's got plenty of pops in his near future for when he. I just don't know what he's gonna do, and I feel fucking stupid saying it because it's like you bring him back for the moment, but again, you don't need the pop in the moment. John is gonna get his flowers, and
Right.
that can be good enough. So there's got to be something there with him and John. But
Yeah.
you're right. It's probably to get so John gets his whatever. Maybe that's John's way of going out on top and Brock's way of retiring. And
Well,
Cena's the only one he wants to let do it. I don't know.
now thinking about it, you have Brock and Gunther, you
Mm-hmm.
have Brock and Jacob, and you have Brock and Braun. And that
Yeah,
could
I
be
just
the
don't know if
end of
Brock's
Brock.
coming back. I don't know if Brock's coming back to do anything with anybody else. That's what I'm saying. I'm not making any predictions on it because I don't know if this is just a one-off to get Brock and Cena to do a match because Cena's leaving, Brock is done or whatever, maybe, and I don't know. I it could be interesting. I thought it was kind of cool just for a SummerSlam moment because one of my all-time greatest SummerSlam memories is Brock suplexing John Cena over and over and over and just sitting there being like, is John Cena really gonna let this happen? Like when is the Hulk up? When is the kick out at 3? When does it happen?
Never.
And it never happened. Like Brock just ran through him and treated him like a local hero. I'll never forget that match because that was something you just don't see.
Didn't
You
they have the
just don't
counter?
see that. What's that?
They were counting that.
Yeah,
Germans. Yeah.
Yep. And that started the whole Suplex City stuff.
Yeah.
That's when that all took off. And I mean, yeah, that was cool as shit. And it's one of the things I look back on John Cena's career, and I think, there were moments where he did some stuff that was good for business, right? Because like Brock had just beaten Undertaker. Like you can't go out there and go 50-50 with a dude who just beat Taker. It cheapens that win. And it's just shit like that, and shit like tonight. I have a softer spot in my heart after tonight with John Cena, because like you said, he definitely did a great job for Cody tonight. And Cody, I don't think Cody needs any more rubs. Like I think Cody's gotten all the handshakes and all the rubs he needs at this point.
And like I said, they definitely teased Cody turning as well tonight. So,
but they teased it early, and then they backed away from it as the match went on.
But then he went and did the turnbuckle, and that's a heel move, and kept going.
It was reserved, though. It was like he I don't know. All right, man. Let's summarize this weekend. How do you feel about it?
I don't want any more wrestling for a while.
Yep.
That's how I summarize
it. I think we're at an agreement on this one. These 2-night weekends,
miserable.
Yeah, and I don't want to say it ruined. I mean, we're getting old. Look, there's a reality to that too. And we're choosing to do this right after, and then I'm going to edit and be up late. Like, so there is that aspect to it as well. If I was just chilling in my bed watching and enjoying it, and then rolled over and went to bed after, I wouldn't be nearly as exhausted by it. But
it's still too much.
It's a lot. It is a lot, and I can't imagine the live crowd situation. So, but next year I might.
Minnesota, finally.
Yeah, next year I might.
Yeah, we talked about going tonight, actually. How
far would it have been for you guys?
Minnesota?
No. Oh, I thought you talked about going tonight, not going.
No, we talked about going to Minnesota next year.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I don't know that I could do 2 nights live though.
I know.
That's what the misery is. Especially, whatever. But the 2-night thing is bullshit. They don't need it. They just do it for money, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to go that hard in the paint. I enjoy it, but it was a lot, and I am more than happy to step back for a while. And
you can only step back for 28 days because Clash of the Castle is still August 31st, I believe.
I mean, that's fine. Like, it's not like next week I have to worry about this and that, it's okay. But War Games will be the next one to like really get jazzed up about. And that's a ways off, and there's a lot of things that'll happen between now and then too. Survivor Series, so we keep calling it War Games, but it's still Survivor Series, right?
So next,
all right, man.
Next is NXT Heatwave on the 24th, Clash in Paris on the 31st, October 11th, Crown Jewel in Perth. And then War Games November. So they don't have anything in December, which will probably be a Saturday night's main event. And they don't have anything in October, which will probably be a Saturday night's main event. So we're going away from the every month model, which is good.
Yeah. All in all, I give 2 thumbs up. I loved it. I had fun. Thank you,
Yeah.
WWE. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mike.
I didn't do anything.
Check us out on all the
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
All the buttons.
Overall, and the fact that it was 2 different shows, I think is good.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too. I agree with you. And I had a blast doing this. I'm gonna head off to getting it all done. Love you.
Texas forever.
Texas forever.